Ooh, I should stop making that face, huh?
Yes. What's up, guys, and welcome to the Quick Diz Takes podcast, episode number 88. We are live from
The interwebs.
two different corners of Rhode Island, I guess.
Diagonals, possibly.
Diagonals, whatever, we don't need to get crazy here. Just different places. Please join us for some Disney news tonight as we discuss Disney news and a new ride opening. Well, it hasn't opened yet, but I'm sure I know Johnny has already watched it.
I haven't.
Oh, you haven't watched it?
Oh, wow.
Well, we're going in July, so I don't know. I'm debating whether to wait or not.
Oh,
Today was our 60-day ADRs. And guess who woke up and made those?
Johnny.
Not the person who's the travel agent.
So I guess I can't discuss this ride as much as I would like or at all tonight. Then I don't want to spoil anything. I've seen it like every version, every song in there. I've watched it all.
This is like my one chance to hold out because we're going so quickly after an opening. So I don't know. I usually don't know. I usually always watch it, but I'm trying to hold out.
That's why I assumed you had. But anyway, I guess we'll keep that to a minimum. Right. But anyway, yeah, please join us, share with your friends. If you haven't done so already, smack that subscribe button, slap it, smash it, whatever you want to say.
Pop it,
And,
twist it. Sorry.
Yeah, there you go. Pop it, twist it, whatever you want to do. And without further ado, we are going to let Sarah take over for the news.
Thanks. Also, just want to say a super quick thanks to everybody with the Mother's Day shout outs and liking on that post. And it made my heart all warm and fuzzy. So thanks, everyone. But yes, so here we are at our news. Quick Diz mentions this week. Sadly, no speculation. I know how much the three of us enjoy it and it drives Johnny nuts. But no speculation to engage in. But we do have some quick Diz mentions. First up, Canada Far and Wide and Circle Vision 360. I know it's everybody's favorite attraction in Epcot. Sad to announce, it will be closed starting on June 27th for use during the Food and Wine Festival. So I don't know if they will have booths or something in there, maybe just an AC break.
They had that Apple booth in there last time.
Yeah, last time. So it will be shut down temporarily during Food and Wine, but have no fret, everyone. Your favorite Canadian 360 Circle Vision film will be back after Food and Wine. The new temporary Star Wars virtual reality experience located in the Springs, which is the former NBA experience location, has gotten some amazing rave reviews lately. There really wasn't much fanfare or much information about it opening up. It just kind of opened. But apparently the experience is about 10 minutes long. And shockingly, it's free. So that alone would be worth checking it out, I feel.
That's hard to believe.
I know. Disney did confirm on Wednesday, May the 4th, that the Star Wars Launch Bay character meet and greets will also be returning once again to Hollywood Studios. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the Launch Bay, there's all kinds of Star Wars goodies in there for you. There are character photo ops. There's even exclusives. If you're a Visa card holder, you can see separate characters that are not available to common peasants without the Visa card. There are immersive exhibits that have costumes used on the set, mock-ups, models that are used, concept art, actual movie props. There are also outlets for charging your devices. There are bubblers, or if you're not from New England, a drinking fountain. There is also air conditioning, and it's much quieter because it is carpeted. So all of these things that make many people in your party happy are available in the Launch Bay. It did close down with COVID. It's been used as like a rest station or a relaxation station, I think they were calling it, to socially distance from the heat. You could take your masks off in there when the mask mandates were a thing. There is no official opening date at this point, but we will keep you posted as always. And speaking of meet and greets, a very unusual and unexpected pair of characters showed up at Disney's Typhoon Lagoon this week on Wednesday. Chippendale Rescue Ranger's own Monterey Jack and Fat Cat. I was so excited to be scrolling through my news feed and to see those two friends there. And I think it's because the Disney Plus show is coming back, but it was just awesome because I haven't really seen them. They're like those rare characters that are kept out for like marathons and all those special after hours ticketed events. So it was cool to see them at a water park, which I guess kind of makes sense if you're familiar with the show, but something unusual to see. And Disney announced on Thursday, she's coming, a little cryptic on their TikTok. They then followed it up. Stop it, Timothy. They then followed that up with an image of the Scarlet Witch with her red jacket and her hair down, all crazified. And she will officially be coming to the Avengers campus at Disneyland's California Adventure. Also, America Chavez will also appear for a limited time out in Avengers campus in California to honor the release of Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. So some little exciting, thank you, Lindsay, little exciting news out for California as far as some new characters, limited time of stuff that's going on in the world. Also on May the 4th, you guys kill me. A stage was set up.
Go see that movie. I saw that when it came out.
Yeah, I married a 12-year-old boy. I had to hurry up and go see it the day it came out because he couldn't avoid the internet and didn't want to handle spoilers. To another movie seen without me.
Mm.
You wouldn't have liked it anyway.
Most likely not.
Should have watched the ride through.
Johnny.
Sorry, I had to go see
Anyway.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah, he was busy. Also on Wednesday, May 4th, a stage was set up in Magic Kingdom's Frontierland to celebrate cast members with 15 years of service with the company. The park even closed an hour early to help honor those cast members in a private event, able to celebrate their accomplishment with loved ones. We've seen this a couple times before. Disney will shut down the park early, have a private event for cast members celebrating 10, 15, 20, however many years of service. We did have a couple we talked about in October who celebrated 50 years that they've been with the parks since the opening year, maybe not necessarily since day one, but they have been with them for a significant amount of time. And Disney does make it a point to celebrate their employees and cast members. And I think it's awesome that they continue to do it, even if people complain that the park closes early. So there's that. And last up for our quick Diz mentions, also on May the 4th, Jeff Valley, Josh D'Amaro, the real heroes of the Disney company. They spent their day amongst the cast members in the Black Spire Outpost, celebrating racing droids. They stopped by the Halcyon Star Cruiser. They participated in an enormous lightsaber battle at the end of the night in Hollywood Studios. So it just seems like super awesome fun. People were stoked to see them in the parks. Lots of selfies posted online. Again, always seems super approachable, very willing to talk to people. And just spend time with the guests in the parks. I forgot to add this in, but I just think of it now. I want to say it was Josh D'Amaro was also in the parks when JoJo Siwa was there with her family. They rode through the new Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. I doubt she's an annual pass holder for a preview slot, but I think she's allowed because she's JoJo Siwa. JoJo was also seen in the Springs later that day. So I think she and her family have a small trip. They had a small trip down there. So there were also pictures on, I guess, I think it's her dad's Instagram.
I think she might be a pass holder, not to interrupt, by the way.
You had a who?
I think she's a pass holder.
Oh.
She's there like all the time.
Is she really?
I
Yeah.
assume former Disney people. Isn't she former Disney something?
I don't know, but she's there like
she's a
all the time.
She's known from Dance Moms.
Oh,
And I
was
think
in
she
the
is
Disney
kind of
thing.
sort of somewhat affiliated with Disney. I know she has
They
she
probably
goes on
got-
tour and she has her own brands of things. So,
I think they'd probably give that passes.
And she lives in Orlando.
Yes.
oh, then that's super convenient. I take it back.
'Cause
Maybe she is.
Last time I was there, she was just hanging out in Disney Springs.
Yeah, we did see a lot of Disney Springs photos put up on Facebook.
From
Very
what I can remember.
happy to interact with guests.
It's all a blur. I seen the, the big
All the-
bow.
The ponytail and
Then
the rainbow bows,
I blacked out and I couldn't remember what happened after that.
all the glitter. Lindsay, you're working with the wrong age demographic for JoJo Siwa. I'm sorry.
There's no right. There is
I
no
don't-
right demographic.
Before you said it was a person, I was going to ask you what that was.
It's a
Oh.
it's a she.
Okay.
And, and she is a dancer. and a
Yes.
singer.
She was a student featured on Dance Moms with the Abbey Lee Dance Company. This is not a promotion, in no way affiliated.
Oh,
But she was one of the children who studied and was featured on that. I think it was TLC show. And now she's made a name for herself as a singer and a dancer. And
yeah, I mean, I stay away from reality TV, but hey, all the power to her.
seems to be a very positive, very clean, more of a conservative role model than some of the other humans out there at the moment. So,
Yeah, whatever pays bills.
She seems nice enough. I don't know.
She's
Always
paying
trying
a
to
lot of
autographs
bills
and
with
stuff.
that. Yeah.
Anyway,
So,
A little sidetrack there, but I think she is a pass holder.
I'm not anti. I just didn't know
Yeah.
what a
She seems
JoJo
fun.
was.
I'd hang out with
You
her.
know what she did do? Cosmic Rewind,
Yep. Pictures of it.
Johnny.
Sorry.
Johnny was busy watching.
I thought it was the only person I could rely on to also watch the ride through, and he failed me.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
It's the wrong one. Anyway.
All the buttons. All right, so back on track. Whoa, squirrel. Quick Diz updates. Guardians of the Galaxy will be opening, shocker, with a virtual queue as it was announced on Wednesday. Then on Friday, Disney released that the new attraction will also be available for purchase on Lightning Lane, but then reminded guests that those spots are extremely limited to availability. They are subject to change and closure. It's not guaranteed. Yada, yada, yada. And as always, the standby line is available. And I said, well, is it virtual queue or is it standby line? I think Disney got a little ahead of themselves. So they haven't really clarified. There's still kind of stuff floating around out there. I know it is available for purchase. I don't think the standby line will be available just yet. But I have a feeling, just like it did with Ratatouille, the virtual queue will be in play. And then after 2 weeks or whatever their designated time frame is, that standby line will open up. We did
That
see
line's
pictures
gonna
of
be
it, so.
Insane for a very long time.
Insane in the membrane. It's like the only thrill thing in Epcot, unless Mission Space is your jam.
Test track. Fastest
Yes,
ride
but
in
also-
Disney World, Sarah.
So sorry. So
Anyway.
sorry. Also an update on Fantasmic. While we still don't have a reopening date just yet, we do have some confirmation from Disney that the original scene with Pocahontas has been removed from the Hollywood Studios Nighttime Spectacular show. In its place, however, we will get a new sequence featuring Mulan, Elsa, Aladdin, Pocahontas, and Moana in heroic moments of their own stories, as well as featuring, and I quote, new technical enhancements as well. So if you haven't seen Fantasmic, there's actors, there's lasers, there's fireworks, there's fire, there's music, there's, I think, every special effects that they can manage. There's black lights. Is there strobe lights at one point? I think maybe there's strobe lights. But it's pretty fantastical, or phantasmic, as the name would imply.
Phantasmical.
Phantasmical. It's also a pain in the rear end to try and locate your stroller at the end of the night. So there's that. And last up, and I feel like this warrants a little bit of chit chat, maybe not a whole thing, but a little chit chat. This past Friday, Disney also announced that Kite Tales will hold its final performance as a show on May 26th.
No.
I know you're devastated. I know.
Johnny is devastated.
He's heartbroken and all torn up
It's
inside.
still gonna be there.
It will.
It's not-
And that's my phone.
just not.
Oh, I thought that was a sound effect.
It's gonna be there more. You're gonna be able to see it more now.
So after the 26th, the daytime jet ski extravaganza or whatever, it will be more of an ambiance experience, as they're calling it. It's going to drop performers and formal performance times. It's not going to be a set schedule. And according to the two different things that I read, Kite Tales will now be more of like a happenstance type thing. So character flotillas will go down Discovery River. There'll be the hyenas or the drummers or characters on it that kind of go by. And so from what the article gave the impression of is, instead of being in that performance space where there's no shade, there's really nowhere to get out of the heat and you're sitting there for quite some time. When people are out seeking shady areas and cool, it's going to be more of like a little, I don't want to say a drive-by, but a quick little zoom by on their jet skis with the kites or with some of the smaller props from it. Another article that I don't really know how reputable this person is. I haven't really seen a lot from them. They said that there'll be little mini parades throughout the park of the objects, like on the sticks that they do at the bottom of the stage. So like the trees, the monkeys, like those things will be a mini parade through the park itself. So it will be visible, but they're not going to have their set performance times. And I know that's just tearing everybody up.
It's like a kite tails cavalcade.
Cavalcade, that's the word.
Yeah. Just
Okay.
another attraction that has been outlived somehow, some way.
Yeah.
By the Tiki Room.
I think that lasted even
Your
less
Tiki
time
Room survives.
It
than
survived.
Epcot forever.
It got me to thinking, honestly, not even to be funny while you were talking about that. I looked over my soundboard and I saw a Tiki Room. I thought to myself, man, how many like great attractions has the Tiki Room
Yeah,
outlived?
You know
Yeah,
what?
How
that's a
many?
great movie ride.
There could be like, a apocalyptic movie, right? Kind of like Terminator, where like the bomb or whatever hits, right? Some guys walking around what used to be Disney World, there's like a Dumbo ride on its side. Nothing. And there'll just be one bird still going, just off in the
So
distance.
you are saying the Tiki Room is the cockroach of the Disney Magic Kingdom Park, right? Like it's going to
That's
outlive Mick Jagger. Is that what's
I don't even think it would be like one. I think the show would just be in its full entirety. Like people be
It
dead.
will.
You'd
It is the
hear,
one. Somehow it survived the blast.
yeah, you'd hear like the next showing is in 5 minutes. You see two birds outside talking,
I will
Quit your
say,
clacking, Jose.
and Steven still wouldn't go in.
No.
I want to go in.
Not even
I
to get
will-
shelter.
It may outlive Mick Jagger, but it's not outliving Keith Richards. Nothing is outliving him.
Nope.
Sorry.
Except that little guy from Wally.
I don't know.
That's a cockroach, right?
It'd be close.
We will all be dead and gone before Keith Richards meets his maker. The man is invincible. He's done everything in his power to end his life early. He
And yet,
just keeps
He
going.
lives on. We go on.
It's amazing. Anyway,
So yeah, that was kind of it. There was really no big, huge headlines. There was a lot of stuff for May the 4th, a lot of special treats and things out for Star Wars merchandise and stuff for the holiday. But really, that's about it.
well,
I'm so sorry. I just got a phone call.
now your phones are ringing.
I'm so sorry. She tried calling right before we went live too, and I was like, oh no.
Cosmic Rewind has soft opened for media, YouTube influencers, pass holders and alike. And I know no one's seen it, so I'm not going to say much about it, but I'm going to say this. Imagine Space Mountain. This is I'm being vague. This is not, with a soundtrack. I believe there's like 5 or 6 different songs from like the 70s and early 80s, maybe. And with a little more intensity and visuals. It's going to be awesome.
Do they take actual music from the movies?
Yeah, I think so, because it's like, so September's in there. Everybody Wants to Rule the World is in there. And I'm going to tell you, I watched the ride through for each song. And for some weird reason or another, Everybody Wants to Rule the World. The pacing of the song with the ride is just, it's like amazing. It's like
Maybe they
perfect.
use
I
that
don't know
as
how,
a guide.
I don't know how to explain it. And then I wasn't the only, then like as I watched people do it and talk about it, everyone also that went on the ride said the same thing that I thought. So apparently it's like the popular song choice. Do That
So
Conga is on there.
just to be clear, this is the Guardians of the Galaxy ride.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And which park is it at?
Epcot
Is it where in Epcot?
on the side of
Right.
Mission Space.
Yeah.
I missed a
Kind of
few.
behind.
Yeah.
So be behind Space Mountain.
No, Mission Space.
Oh, sorry, Mission Space.
It's in front. It's on the left
It's
side of
tough to-
space.
Okay.
When you go up in Spaceship Earth's on the left.
What used to be there?
Ellen's Energy Adventure.
Ellen's Energy Adventure.
Okay, thank you. I thought so. Want to double check.
So some
Okay.
people were saying with their annual pass preview, they were able to ride multiple times. I think the max I've seen is they allow them to ride through 3 times to get different experiences because of the
Yeah.
soundtrack variations.
I
Yeah.
wonder.
So
I don't know if you guys touched on this, but I wonder how that's going to alleviate some lines.
Yeah, for Frozen Ever After.
Frozen
Just
test
kidding.
track, hopefully.
The test track.
It's right next to it. So my thought is, yeah, it'll take some of that, but then as people get bored with that, they're gonna go over. But it's
yeah, I
opening
think
on a
I think that's
virtual
what's
queue.
going to happen. I think
Well,
you're
what-
more, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what happened in Animal Kingdom, where the first hour, I mean, it may have changed since last night, but first hour or two, you could go on Dinosaur and Everest just to your heart's delight.
Because
at
everyone was
least
in line for Pandora.
like literally a dozen times each. Like just
Yep.
whatever you wanted to do, you could get it done in 2 hours and just be done, minus Pandora, because that's where everyone was. So if you were fine with not doing Pandora, you could really enjoy Animal Kingdom for the first couple hours.
And Johnny was saying that for is the multiverse. One of the previews was for the new Avatar film.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
What was
I
the
haven't-
concept? I don't remember.
Hmm?
What are you saying the concept for this new film is for Avatar?
Water. It's got to do with the water instead of the flying things. Everything's about water.
No, something about Had a Kid. The guy
Oh,
who
there was like an
spoiler if you haven't seen the first Avatar, I'm sorry.
there was like a kid. I don't know if it was a half avatar, half.
Yeah. I just
person
think they
kid
should
or just a
re-release
real
Jaws.
kid that they had with them. The two main characters from the first one. I don't know, but there was a human with them,
Hold
along
on.
with apparently they have other blue children as well. Because I read
Smurfs.
something. I don't know.
I
But I don't
didn't
know,
think
it looks
I didn't think Avatar was worthy of the #1 slot for movie for making money, historically speaking. So I think they just released my favorite re-release my favorite movie, Jaws, until it overcomes Avatar. And what's
Like
the
Back to the Future, Jaws 35.
Well, Avatar's been beaten now, so
yeah, it's been it's Avengers.
yes.
Yes.
So did anybody see the teaser?
For
The Avatar 2?
Johnny saw
No.
when he went to go see
Yeah, I saw the full
Doctor
trailer. I
Strange.
saw the full trailer. Well, there was no talking in it. It was just kind of all visuals. I mean, it looks
Oh,
Nice.
screen sharing.
oh, we get fancy all of a sudden.
Yeah, technologies will make it
We
happen.
don't have the budget for this.
We do now.
We don't have the budget for this.
Gotta respect the perfect hair.
I mean, it very much looks like
Flawless.
Flight of Passage.
Yeah, it's like it's almost taken directly from. Oh,
Ooh.
You see a lot of
swim?
the scenery from
We interrupt Avatar
The
and
ride.
bring you Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
I was thinking the same thing. Oh, and Jurassic World Dominion.
She's
Dominion.
my friend too.
He's not yours
There you go.
today.
There's a human one.
Oh wait, I missed it.
Jeez, like 10 years later, they still don't give him pants.
Their bums would get cold.
See, human.
Oh, it's a flesh tone.
Yeah, see right there.
Got it.
a lot of water. A lot of water.
Water world.
It's very watery.
Dun, 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 dun.
The way of the water.
Water. Well, that times out well with Moana's Journey of Water, no?
Yeah, maybe they can retheme it.
They have released new pictures. BioReconstruct has released some new photos. They have some more walls in place and stone. But it's really,
I haven't seen a teaser make me any less excited to see a movie in my life.
you know,
And I like the first Avatar, but I don't know.
I waited until like a week before we went, shortly after Avatar had opened, because I had never seen it, and I was like, I should probably watch it. It's like a 3-hour film.
It's a good movie. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it or anything.
Yeah.
James Cameron's, he makes good movies.
Well, it's not Disney, but that Jurassic World 3 movie looks really good. That trailer.
I don't
was
know,
awesome.
Steven. I thought the same thing. I don't know.
We all have questions, Tim. I'm sorry.
Hey, I was almost going to put the Cosmic Rewind ride through, just spoil it for Johnny right on the screen share. Anyway, well, that's exciting, I guess. Finally going to get Avatar. So they say, I'll believe it when it comes out. It's literally been, 13 years since the first one?
Supposed to get like 4 of them,
Oh my god.
3 or 4
Yeah, there's supposed to be 3 or 4, but it took forever to make the second one. So
every 2 years or something.
we'll
I feel
see.
like Disney comes out with their sequels like a little too long after.
The
Like
problem-
Avatar was all right. It did really well. And now here we are.
I
Like
give
the
problem
Toy
with
James.
Avatar-
Stories, they kind of pump those bad boys out pretty quickly. But like
I-
Incredibles 2, a huge gap.
I
Between
give
Cars
James
2 and 3.
Cameron. I give him credit, going back to the water because, considering that he did Titanic. I mean, I'm just saying the last movie didn't end well.
It's true. They should put an Easter egg in there. I want to see a very small Titanic singing in the background as an Easter egg, and I want to see a T-1000 emerging from the water and solidifying
Maybe
as
they'll
an
get
Easter egg
Celine
from
Dion
T2.
to do the music for this one.
But I thought the old lady dropped it in the ocean in the end. Well, baby, I went back and got it for you.
Oh God, it's Brittany.
Yeah, imagine that Titanic 2, T2, the rise of Jack.
Oh God.
As an ice cube, just bobbing around.
Oh,
There was plenty of room for him on that door.
they should make Jack like an Italian from Brooklyn, going, "Hey, what was all this? Ain't gonna let you go thing." Well-
Someone pointed out that in the opening sequence where Jack wins his ticket in that game of poker, that the
Yeah.
guys he's playing against, is it Christoph and Sven, or I think
Yeah.
that's the name of the 2 guys he's playing against,
Yeah, it is.
which I never realized. But I do know that in Frozen, it's based after Hans Christian Andersen is the author of like Snow Queen or
Yes.
Frozen Queen, whatever it is. And
Yes,
so you have Hans, Christoph, Anna, and Sven.
yes, I read that as well.
But it's just a coinkydink, like a crazy small world. It's a small world after all.
I don't know.
Things.
I don't know. Anyway, I can't wait for Cosmic Rewind,
I'm
and
excited.
the music is going to make the whole ride. Every roller coaster should now have music to it. Aerosmith has proven that it's the way to go.
And I think with these new Magic Bands that are coming out, they're really pushing to buy these Magic Bands. I mean, they're pushing those over the original Magic Bands, Magic Band Plus, Disney Plus, Genie Plus, everything's a plus. If you're going to pay plus
Yeah,
and you can
Admission-
customize it, why not? Why are
Have
we
you
not
heard-
going further with this?
are you going to enjoy the new Admission Plus? That's what they charge more for admission.
If they got that down pat. If you
They're good at that.
But if they can say like they can get your name interjected into Star Tours and Small World and Rock and Roller Coaster, why can't I customize a playlist that even if I just pick from like 10 preloaded songs that they give me, why can't I do that?
I mean, they do it in the Hollywood Rip Rocket and
The other park.
yeah.
Yeah.
But if they can do it, why can't Disney? Get hip.
I don't know. 'Cause Disney's gonna do what Disney's gonna do.
Facts, fam.
Maybe it's over budget. I don't know. Anyway, I suppose we should get going considering it's been a quiet news week and I can't talk about Cosmic Rewind.
He's not making eye
Johnny's gonna-
contact.
Johnny's gonna break after this. He's gonna go watch it. I can see it in his eyes.
If you get a message from Tim, don't open it.
Oh, I wouldn't. If he doesn't want to see it, I'm not gonna push anyone who doesn't want to see it. I just can never wait for ride openings, and I always gotta see because you never know when you're gonna get down there.
See, I managed to avoid it for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. I saw little bits and pieces for Rise, and when I got there and experienced it, I felt like it cheapened the ride. Like I knew scenes were coming. I didn't have that like, ooh. So while it was kind of cool to see those bits ahead of time, like when I got down there and experienced it, I feel like kind of cheapened it a little. I mean, I also too hate being like, I hate not knowing, but when we're going so soon,
To each their own.
like if we were going for 2 years, I would watch a ride through. But knowing that I'm going to be there soon.
Yeah. To me, it's just knowing that I can click one button and see what's going on. It's very difficult for me to resist.
I'm fine with not watching it before
Yeah.
I go, because I gotta be honest with you, I didn't watch anything about Flight of Passage, and
Stupid.
All right, yes, Flight of
That's all
Passage.
right.
Yes, go on.
and honestly, it was like one of the best technological rides that I've been on. So I think it's better not to have knowledge before you go.
Sorry, Tim. Gonna live on for a long time.
Wonder if anybody else noticed it when I was when I was on the screen.
If we noticed it,
Well, I
they
mean,
noticed it.
yeah.
All
Oh yeah, that's
500
right.
people
Everyone.
watched
Yeah,
it.
I forgot everybody was watching.
All 500 people.
Anyway, Chase is on tonight, and he said that he saw JoJo Siwa at Universal once.
Oh,
So he's seen the Siwa.
no, I did not.
Oh.
Lindsay, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Let us not forget that.
R.I.P. Sanity.
Anyway, we're gonna get going, and I'm gonna go watch the Celtics game because
It's New England. That's what we
big
do.
game, man.
Yeah.
And, despite the fact that the NBA is no longer what it used to be, I still want to watch the playoffs. So away we go. We'll be back next week. I would say same bad time, same bad channel, but we've been kind of flexing it out a little lately, so we'll see.
Same
But I
bad
think
channel.
Monday feels better than Sunday to me, but I don't know where everybody else is on that.
Monday's tough because Johnny has man night.
Oh,
We
that's
have
true.
to not have it tonight.
Oh, okay.
So it
See,
worked
with
out.
the summertime, always seem to be somewhere on a Sunday night. So, but we can just flex. We can just figure it out every Friday going into the weekend, and whatever.
Flex it,
That
flex
works.
Yeah, we'll get it done.
it.
Doesn't have to be
Peter
strict.
in.
All right, I'm out of here. I got a quiz to take. I'll see you guys all next week.